I really hope Wanda is watching this. Shelly, you deserve what you got, making Wanda's daughter become a teen mom. What is this all about? When I give a warning, Owen, I mean every word I say. Would you ever be friends with someone who wished that you were no longer alive? JJ must not think that anymore, since he's trying to make things right. I really don't care at this point. Don't you understand that if you help me, then this will help you secure your younger brother's future? I bet Max would appreciate that. Dad, I want nothing to do with your scheme. Most of all, I'm not trying to scheme my way in getting Max's trust back. I spoke with Ben earlier today. Did you? What were you and our son talking about, Gianni? I was trying to get him to befriend Vivian. I don't understand, Mr. Dorval. You made your warning clear, and I took it seriously. What about the protesters outside of Jeremiah's business? Protesters? Did you have anything to do with it, ADA Grant? Of course not, Commissioner. I don't even know anything about any protesters. Have you paid any attention to the election for District Attorney, Wanda? I don't support either candidate, Udell. You already know that, which means I'm not giving the election much thought at all. The only reason I'm asking is because of how Owen is going after the Dorvals. What do you mean? It seems like he's going after them harder than he should. This might not be the best time, JJ. I need to speak with Yvette, Dee. Exactly. Like I told you, this ain't a good time. A good minute or two is all I need. Please. I'm so lost, Gianni. Why would you want Ben to get along with Vivian after everything she's done? Vivian is fond of our son, Heidi. Ben was fond of her, too, before she stole Russo jewelers from the family. Unfortunately, Ben's not the best judge of character when it comes to making friends. He's with that whore Quinlan, for crying out loud. The point is that I'd like for Ben to be friends with Vivian so that he could help me get her to step down as CEO. Let me just remind you that lying to me is a crime. I'm well aware of the law, Commissioner Pierce. Besides, are you here on official police business? That depends on if you're telling me the truth, ADA Grant. And how do you think I'm connected to this protest? I'd like to know if you and Pacho sent those protesters outside of my business. You know how politics hurts everyone involved, Udell. I'm well aware of that. But Owen's attack against the Dorvals because of their pro-life views, it seems personal. Yvette's keeping the baby? Believe me, that wasn't the plan until Shelley Dorval got involved. What do you mean? I don't want to get into it. Wanda, you don't have to go through this alone. Wanda? Huh? It seemed like I lost you for a moment. What were you just thinking about? I feel like you said enough to me, JJ. I get that you've got every right not to forgive me for what I've done. That's for sure. Still, I want you to understand that I genuinely regret hurting you the way I did, Yvette. How did Ben respond to your request? He has no desire to help. I know you're disappointed, Gianni, but are you really surprised? We both know that Ben wants nothing to do with Russo Jewelers. But Max does. And Ben needs to realize that he has the ability to secure his younger brother's future. How do you plan to convince Ben to help out? I was hoping that you'd convince him, Heidi. What would I even gain from sending protesters outside of the HVAC business? I don't hear you denying it, Owen. Jeremiah, we came here for confirmation. That's it. That's really the only reason why you're here, to see if I'm behind the protests. I also have a warning of my own, Mr. Grant. What warning, Commissioner? I'd like to remind you that you're not above the law, because you can still suffer the consequences if you believe that you are. I'm not thinking of anything, Udell. Are you sure? It seemed like something crossed your mind. I was just trying to figure out why Owen would go after the Dorvals. I couldn't think of any reason at all. I think I know why, Wanda. I'm gonna let you two talk this out. I think I'm gonna follow your cousin's lead. Look, Yvette, I know that we don't have to be friends, but we don't have to be enemies either. Imagine if the roles were reversed, JJ. Just imagine if I was the one spreading rumors and you were affected. What if Ulissa was still here and I spread rumors about her? Don't tell me you forgot how disgusted you were when you found out I lied about Max. Guess it's karma for me because now I understand the feeling, and I know what it's like to be disgusted by that sort of behavior. I'm a born-again Christian, and I did something so foul. Yvette, I don't think I can forgive myself when you won't even forgive me. You know that I have an election to focus on, Gianni. An election which takes place in November. You've got more than enough time to help me out, Heidi. Except the last time I tried to help you when it came to Russo Jewelers, we were both made fools of. And now we've got the chance to make a fool of Vivian. Enough. You're on your own this time, Gianni. Good luck. You're stating the obvious, again, Commissioner Pierce. But I can't help but feel like you're both trying to intimidate me. We're not trying to intimidate anyone, Owen. But you need to just focus on this election without going after those who don't want to see you win. And just so you know, ADA Grant, I'm pro-life myself. If you have an issue with my stance, then I can't support you in this election. What are you thinking, Udell? It's clear that Owen is trying to split this town apart and cause chaos in order to become district attorney. I hate that the Dorvals have been caught in the crossfire. The Dorvals know how to take care of themselves. Still, they shouldn't be targeted this much, Wanda. It's like Owen sees that family as his enemy, just like he sees Heidi as his enemy. Just because I'm not a Christian like you are, you don't think that I'm disgusted by my own behavior? I guess you were ashamed, Yvette. You guess? JJ, you saw me as a monster, even when I asked for your forgiveness. I know, and I shouldn't have done that. Actually, I should have just shown you the same sort of grace Jesus showed me when I gave my life to him. You can ask God to forgive you all you want. Just don't expect me to offer you that same grace.